All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a very special version of Course Convo with somebody that kind of gave me my first sponsorship and my first chance. That means it meant a lot to me and kind of gave me that confidence. So we're going to bring him on now. Adam from Galacdisc, like I said, one of my first sponsors. So let's get on into the video and we'll start talking. All right, everybody. So, like I said, this is Course Convo with my buddy Adam here. The first question, Adam, is how long have you been playing disc golf?
I guess my first rounds that I ever played were about 2005, 2006. High school, we had this thing called Young Life, and the leader would set up this temp course where Civitan actually is now. And then, like a year or two later, the guys at Birmingham Disc Golf had gotten the money up and put in that course. So I played that for a while, but nothing too serious. It wasn't until like probably 2016, 17, I got a little bit more into it again. I'd moved back home, had kids and stuff like that. So I needed something to do to not get old and unhealthy, you know. So
Stay out and stay active.
Found it again, and have just been pretty hardcore in it since then.
Yeah, so you've been playing a lot longer than I have, because I started in about 2019, 2020 era. So
gotcha. As most everybody, you know, like that's where it happened.
Alrighty, so we're here, hole 1 veterans, 300 feet. I'm going to kick us off, and I've got this awesome dyed St. Pro by Mr. Adam here, and see if we can get it out there.
You go, J-Mo.
All right, got it up there. Adam, let's see how you do.
All right. A brand new Passion. Z-Glow Jawbreaker Passion right here. I hadn't really got to throw it yet. Got it this weekend at Feather Lake Classic. That's a little bit more stable than my other Passion.
Stable. All righty, let's go. Ooh, almost got it.
All right, good run.
All right, we had a close run there. Let's see if I can bring it in. Ooh. Oh, almost got it. All righty, with that being said, let's go on to hole 2. All righty, hole 2, question 2. Adam, what is your favorite disc that you own?
Favorite disc I own is like a Fusion X Vandal.
Really?
Yeah, and unfortunately, when I was up in Virginia a couple of weeks ago, I threw it into a river. But fortunately, a local guy that was on my card went back the next day and got it. So it's on its way back to me.
Oh, cool. Well, Adam, you're going to kick it off this time. See how you do.
All right, let's see. So it's to the left of this tree down there, right?
It's kind of just straight ahead, but a little left. Yeah.
Okay. I said 288, right?
Yeah. It's going to come back a little.
Yeah, be easy. Thing's starting to beat in. It was really stable out at the bottom. That's those Mega Glow.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, I one up you on that one.
You gonna throw you one?
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, that blue one's sick. The ghost stamp.
Yeah, the ghost stamp. So he threw it. I'm gonna throw it. See how we do.
They had a big dome on them, but my dome's gone. Like just beat in and being in the bag and the heat. It's pretty flat now.
Well, I hit my shoulder a little bit, but we got on the other side, so let's go. After hitting my shoulder on my throw, got up here just a little. I didn't mention my favorite disc, but one of mine is probably the original Get Freaky Zone with the Wonder Bread, because I working in the bread industry and delivering the Wonder Bread kind of made that work. So I always been a fan of the Wonder Bread, and then being a Brody fan as well really helped out. So let's see if we can get up here. Oh, well, grip locked it just a little. But let's go see how Adam does. Oh,
I need more stable to putt with.
all right. Let's see if I can make this one here. Oh, a little far. Well, that will be tapped in for a bogey, I think. So let's see how Adam does. There we go. At least somebody can putt. All right. Alrighty, Adam. Third hole, third question. Since you're a disc dyer and you make a living out of it, what made you want to start dyeing discs?
Well, just my whole life I've always been into like making stuff, crafts. I'm like a carpenter, just art, anything like that. So once I'd been off social media and stuff for a while, and got back on when I was playing disc golf pretty hard and started seeing disc dyes and stuff, and just mentioned that I think that'd be cool. And my wife ordered me some dyes for Christmas one year, and then I knocked out a few dyes and was like, "Hey, this is pretty good," and showed a few people and sold some. And then I was like, just naturally the thing to do was try and move forward with it.
Yeah, because I remember seeing your stuff on Instagram, and I think I messaged you and was like, "Hey, do you have a spot in your team and stuff like that?" And then ever since then, I think we were kind of hooked.
Yeah, for sure.
And I remember going to your dyeing academy because I won it at the Mega Glow event and stuff like that. So, which also he does put on it. This is the second year this year.
This was the second one.
And so the next one will be the third year. So if you have a chance, come check it out. I promise you will not regret it. He will tell you. And I'm not even saying that because he's sponsoring me.
It's fun. It's probably like the biggest glow event in the state. I mean,
because I don't think anybody else really does any. Unless if it's not you.
Not that big, yeah.
Alrighty, so hole 3, 270 feet straight ahead. I'm gonna go. This is not a dye, but it's a Sharpie dye, Huck Lab.
There you go.
Doesn't look too good, but just get it out there and see how we do. Oh, a little left. Not terrible, but Adam, let's see how you do.
Let's see. A little bit left too.
Alrighty. Alrighty, so both of us got over here a little to the left, but not terrible. And we saw how he, or heard how he got into dyeing. The reason why I got into it is just after doing his disc dye academy and kind of stuff like that, I was like, hey, let me take advantage of it. And I was doing a little bit before I did that, but I thought, hey, why not? And a lot of the ones that I've had turned out pretty well. And it's not really hard, but it's not really easy.
Right. It just takes time and commitment to the craft.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get the right tools and, buy the right materials and then take the time, and you can hurry through it and have okay results, or you can, take your time, think about it,
and have a good result.
Real bangers.
Yeah. Because you can go, I know he posts a lot of stuff on his social media, which I'll leave down in the description of, and you can see a lot of how his stuff turned out, which is a lot better than anything I could ever do. At least with the equipment that I have. But if you saw the Saint Pro that I had on hole 1, that was one of his, and then obviously go back and watch my disc collection because I showed a bunch of them there. But now let's see. We got good dyes. Let's see if we can make good putts. Little right. So let's see how Adam does.
A little bit left.
Oh, well, we got the lefts and the rights. Alrighty, so let's go on to the next one. Alrighty, fourth hole, fourth question. Adam, do you have any favorite sports teams?
I do. I'm actually a big sports fan. I'm an Alabama Crimson Tide fan. Grew up here, went to school there for a little bit of time. I'm a big NFL fan, so I'm a Atlanta Falcons fan. Have been for.
So y'all just came off at the time of recording this. Y'all just beat the Eagles.
Yeah, that was a pretty big win. Even the TV crews had wrote them off, But it's exciting because I've been a fan of the Falcons for a long time, and we've had some major
Oh,
ups and some major downs.
Well,
in our
me being a
ups, so.
Cowboys fan, I didn't grow up in the '90s when they were like the dominant team. So since then, I've kind of
Right.
maybe not chosen
Well,
the
that's
right
why I
thing.
hate the Cowboys, is because when I was a kid, they just won,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, Braves fan. I coach soccer, so I'm a big Atlanta United fan. Like just anything pretty local, I like to support. But I just love sports. So.
You have any hockey teams or anything like that?
You know, I'm really not into it. When they had the team in Atlanta, or no, let's see, where the Predators are in Nashville
Yeah,
now,
the
right?
Nashville Predators.
They
And
used to be.
Atlanta
I went to some
Falcons. Or it's
games.
not the Falcons.
No,
It's
it
not
was
the Hawk. Atlanta Hawk. No,
no.
that's the NBA. I don't know. There was an Atlanta
They
team
were
at one
there.
point.
I went to some games, but we go to the Bulls games, you know,
Yeah.
local to here. I'm a big Legion soccer fan. Like that's
Yeah.
our local team. We go to check them out as much. The Stallions. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
pretty diehard. We're bought into the
So
Stallions.
basically, we're both kind of local sports teams / abroad.
You
So.
can't get enough of it. You know, I go to disc golf tournaments. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like I'll take anything I can get.
Alrighty, so we're about 300 something feet. Adam, you're gonna kick us off for it.
All right.
See how he does.
Oh no!
Alrighty, well, let's got my new fishing time lapse. Hopefully, I can get it as justice as it should be. Oh, slipped a little bit.
I'm gonna throw another one just for fun.
Yeah, that's fine. We both kind of had some small mistakes there, but let's go into our shots.
Quite been on that jump today.
Alrighty, you're under the basket. Oh, well. Hopefully I don't choke this like the Cowboys do in the playoff. But I'm a little farther out, so I don't even know if I have a chance at making it, but never hurts to try to run it. Oh, well. Cowboys in the playoffs. We choke it. But let's go on to the next hole. Alrighty, Adam, we're going to find out a little bit more about you, but how did you get into the sport of disc golf is the sixth question for today, or fifth question for the day.
Kind of touched on it on that first question, but in high school there's just this like thing called Young Life. It was just like a after school like youth night kind of thing, and they always had different activities and stuff. And for real, the first baskets I ever saw were at that, so it's just fun.
So it started off kind of as a little casual thing, and then it turned into what it is now.
Yeah, I mean, the way I really got back into it, you know, in the more serious side is, like I said, I got 3 kids, and you know, I do try and be a good dad.
Yeah.
So like, you know, I'm real involved with them, you know, coaching all sports, all teams, and just needed some time to do some stuff myself. Had a really good buddy that he didn't have a lot going on as far as work and stuff, so we'd get out and play a good bit. And unfortunately, like he passed away a few years back. But after that, I was like, what do I do? You know, who do I play with?
Yeah.
And then that's when I found the whole Birmingham community, and just been probably too deep, you know, deeper than I should be for a while now.
Well, that's kind of how I was. I discovered, like, my mom passed away in 2019, so I needed something to get me out of it, and found Brody Smith kind of getting into it, and then I discovered Robbie, and then it kind of just stuck from there. So from basically, this is, I think as the time this video come out, it will be my 4-year anniversary of playing disc golf, so it's kind of a fun little thing here. So
That's awesome.
we both kind of got our somewhat similarities and little differences in our stories of how we got into it, but everybody's got their own story to make it work there.
Absolutely.
So hole 5 here, we're going to play from the gravel patches that we have, just because it's a little slippery out here at the moment. I think it's about 350-ish. Adam's going to kick it off and see how he does.
You got a pretty mean, it's subtle, but there's a headwind too.
That's a good shot. Really good.
Thank you.
All righty, let's see if I can get it out there. I am trying this time lapse out just to see if I can make it work. It might make the bag next year, who knows? But just something to try out for the time being. It's been a minute. Alrighty, let's go. Alrighty, landed a little short of where I wanted to be, but hey, this is one of those holes that I normally don't par, so I try to take advantage of it whenever I can. But I'm gonna go voodoo and just see if we can get it up there. Now, yeah. Alrighty, so let's go see how Adam does. Oh, right under the basket. Mine's far out. We're not keeping score. We're playing casual rounds. And that's about how it was when I started playing. So we're gonna move on to the next one. So let's go. Alrighty, sixth hole, sixth question. Adam, when did you realize I love this sport? We've kind of got how you got into it, but now we're gonna realize when did you I love the sport of disc golf.
I guess it was in that second half of playing. I mean, when I initially played in the earlier 2000s, like once they put that course in Trustful, we didn't know what par really was or anything.
We're just out here throwing.
We were carrying bag coolers around and just having a good time. But yeah, probably like 2018, I guess. Me and my buddy started playing at the Pinson course a lot. It was pretty local for us. We play there, and then the two Trustful courses are mostly just those three. But it got to where we weren't just out there like playing for fun. We both had figured out how to start throwing better and further, and trying to shoot under par. Actually having a purpose to our rounds. I got pretty hooked on it there, or about that time. So honestly, like I do enjoy playing disc golf competitively, but even at this, I'm like in a season
like kind of casual.
Yeah, I'm in a season right now where I'm very heavy into the business side of disc golf, and like I enjoy that. So if I'm set up at an event and I'm making money and I'm seeing all these players and people having fun, like I really enjoy that side of things. But if I'm playing in a round and like I initially started playing disc golf for fun, now what I do for fun is stressing me out, So like I've taken a step away from just even caring about competing. Do a lot of glow right now.
Oh yeah.
So I love glow. I'm in love with glow golf.
And if you haven't had a chance to play glow golf, it's a very, very fun experience. I know we talked about Mega Glow and all that kind of stuff at one point or a couple holes ago. So if you have a chance to play glow, you won't regret it. So hole 6, 258, par 3. It's kind of straight ahead a little bit. It's kind of hard to see because it's tucked into the shade, but I'm going to start us off and see if I can recreate what I have done on this hole in the past. Nope. Hey, you don't want to see that.
Have you ever done that?
Not since I started playing. And it's been 4 years. There you go.
Dang, my distance is off.
Alrighty, so we got 2 different style throws there. So let's go see how we do. Alrighty, so after hitting a tree, probably for the first time in 4 years, normally I'm on that side, but hey, you can't always be perfect. So I'm going to get my zone kind of just touch shot up there and see if we can make it work. A little bit too far out wide, but
putt.
Got up there. Let's go on to Adams. Oh, almost got it. Well, both of ours are now tap-ins. So we realized, we found out how we realized we love the sports. Now we realized maybe we need to work on our putts a little bit. So let's go into hole 7. Alrighty. 7th hole, 7th question. Adam, we found out why you love dyeing discs, but what made you want to start a disc dyeing company?
I guess really how it started is, I live just a little bit out of Birmingham, like near Clay, Trussell area. And at one point in time, like I used to go to this Circle K gas station every morning and get a coffee. And one day I was there and I look up, and there's a dynamic disc store across the street. And I was just like, get out of here. End up going in there, and that's when I first met Nick Herrera. He's a big Birmingham homie. Worked for the shop for a long time. But was ended up just go talk to him every now and then. And out at about that same time, that's when I was like starting to dye discs.
Yeah.
And I was just like, hey, I've been dyeing some discs and stuff, and brought him in and showed him, and he's like, hey, these are pretty good actually, you know, and just kind of like built me up, you know, hyped me, and made me feel good about it. So I went and put a little more effort into some and brought him in, and he was like, you should go to Homewood and talk to our owner and see about you know, selling some discs and stuff. And I did. That's when I went and met Ben and Chris, and got, just from then on, I've been family with those guys. But yeah, they were major, just instrumental in like me starting everything that I'm into. So it's really because of the community here, you know. There's just an immediate support. So
yeah, because it's like I said, if you haven't seen his dyes, very good. Like I said, I always leave a link down to your website and Instagram down in the description, and go check him out, and I promise you, you will not regret it. But now hole 771 feet, about up the hill. It's kind of hard to position the camera, but Adam's going to kick us off and see how it's done. Oh, I think that skipped up the hill.
Yeah, I mean, it's right up there it's straight in front of the basket.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go back kind of the ante throw with the dime. I'm kind of from Hooligan Disc. I'm trying to see if I can test this one out. It kind of holds that angle a little well, so I'm just gonna see how it does. I didn't get enough power, but it's up there, so let's go.
Hold it.
All right. A little short, didn't put enough power behind it, but got up here a decent bit. Not a fan of uphill putts, but not super uphill. But let's see if we can make this one work. Yeah, that's just, it's hard to get that pop on uphill putts than you can on lower ground.
I aim so much higher.
But Adam was parked, so let's go on to hole 8. Alrighty, 8th hole, 8th question. Adam, what is your go-to, like when you go to the gas station, what is your go-to snack and drink?
That's a pretty easy question for me to answer. I'm a pretty big coffee junkie, so like,
is that any time of day or just
like all day long? Like I'd probably get, my heart's gonna explode at some point early because I drink coffee all day. I mean, if you have a gas station with like a drink club or whatever, you know, I'm getting like a free coffee every week from them all. I'm a big fan of coffees. It's not really a snack, I guess, but like when I'm especially traveling on the road, and they're bigger in the South for sure, but crispy crunchy chicken, you ever seen that in a gas station? I can't not buy a 4-pack with potato wedges. But if it's not the chicken fingers, I'm a big sucker for like donuts or cinnamon roll, whenever they got the good fresh ones. So.
I'm kind of a diet Mountain Dew, and then sometimes if like they have those taquitos, like Quick Trip
on the
like
roller.
Yeah, on the roller. Those are normally,
they call those tornadoes.
Yeah, and I know like at some of the local gas like Shell stations, they have the actual tornadoes. I don't know if they're actually called tornadoes at Quick Trip, but it's basically
that's
just like
the brand of
I think it's just the brand. Yeah,
I gotcha.
So, but that's and if I'm going non like food related, it's kind of like peanut M&Ms, chips.
Oh, that's a good one.
Something kind of quick and easy.
I like vanilla zingers. That's another one.
Vanilla zingers.
Oh my gosh, they're good.
All right, so hole 8, a little bit downhill here. We got food on our minds. So
Yep.
we're gonna try to use that hunger of food to get us out of here as quick as possible. But 291 feet downhill, I'm gonna go time lapse just to get it down there. A little bit too much hyzer, but it's down there. So let's see how Adam does. Oh, that's gonna be good. Oh, that's parked. Alrighty, so maybe I need to start working on my forehands because that was a good shot. So let's go. Alright, got in here a lot more than what it looked like from up there, but still not terrible. See if I can make this putt, hopefully, and get it in. Ooh, a little far out. So let's go see how Adam does. Alrighty, everybody. So today's sponsor of today's video is Tacky Sack Disc Golf. They've got some amazing designs, and the cool thing about them is they're not chalk. Like, it might look like it, but it's from the guy that told me. He said it's a special blend that he concocted, and it's not chalk. It's kind of like a clay, but it's still grippy, and it's like on my hands and everything. They've got a Son of James style one. They got a Marine Corps one, a cool looking one there, and a Desert Disc, like cool looking, like rainbow colored one. And honestly, just going based off feel alone, they're very, very amazing. Like, honestly, I think these are going to be better than any kind of chalk pack. I prefer the clay. I've had a couple ones before, but this special blend that the guy concocted is very, very cool. So if you have a chance to go check them out, go to tackysacks.com. That is TACKYSAKS.com, and check them out. And honestly, I promise you will not regret it, because my first reaction when he told me it wasn't chalk, I was like, these are awesome. So if you have a chance, go check them out and you won't regret it. So let's get back on in the video. Alrighty, 9th and final hole of this first video. The second video will come out next week. So Adam, I hope you enjoyed this first round. We'll get more into it in a second. Absolutely. But the 9th and final hole in question of this video is, if you could change or add a rule to disc golf, what would it be?
That's like a pretty hot topic you always see online and stuff.
Has caused so many arguments.
It does. I have opinions on a lot of the rules, but what I think is most important, like moving forward with the sport, is, sure, we've played it away for a really long time, or not a really long time. Yeah. In the grand scheme of sports, I mean, golf's been around for 500 years. We've been around for 50. Yeah. So, there's a lot that changes and evolves as sports get bigger. This is a very grassroots sport. So it's being built by people from the ground up. Yeah. There are big corporations and stuff, but it's the people who make the sport grow. And I think what's important and moving forward is, all of us that play competitively, we're all PDGA members. Mm-hmm. PDGA governs it. I think what's important is for them to listen to the players. Yeah. Nobody's out here wanting to change rules to make it easier on themselves, but the game should be challenging, but it should be fair.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that there's some things with time limits and just stuff like that that's just maybe not even as much the rules that are being enforced, but the consistency behind how they're being enforced.
Make it a little bit more lenient.
I don't disagree with officiating. I wouldn't mind seeing more of that. I mean, disc golf and ultimate frisbee, a lot of disc sports are governed by what a lot of countries, and this refers to a spirit of the game, which there's this whole thing behind all the letters, but basically you ref yourself. Like, everything's agreed. Like at disc golf, the tournament directors, you agree as a card. It's a card decision. This card could have a different decision than that card, and or different thoughts. But I just like to see some consistency and see that the body governing the sport listens to the input from the players, and it's not just a deal with it thing, and see progress.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, we're here hole 9, like I said, 151 feet. Adam's going to kick us off and see how he does.
I don't normally throw this glitch right here, but I think it's short enough I can just put it on that little line and it'll hold. If not, it's going to turn into a roller and still get at least halfway up there. Or just not get halfway up there.
Yeah, well.
Oh, well.
All right, so I know all of y'all have seen my pigs. I'm bagging now 2 pigs. I know I was kind of a pig hater for a while, but as I started to throw them more, I'm starting to love it. Still have a zone in the bag, as you saw a couple holes ago, but making it work. I'm gonna do a standstill forehand, hopefully get it up there and kind of put it under the basket. And it's up there, so all right, let's go.
Get in there, let's go.
Big putts. Well, as we saw here, I'm probably gonna get big putted, but let's see if we can make it work. Got it. There we go. Alrighty, so alrighty, everybody. So that was the end of the first half of this video. Stay tuned to next week for the second half. Adam, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this first half. We'll see y'all in the next one. And with that being said, if I don't see y'all, I'll see y'all on the course.